Welcome to Dog Facts and Fun, where every fact hides a story of love. Veterinarians rarely talk about this in detail during a standard 15-minute checkup simply because there isn't enough time. But did you know that what you put in your dog's bowl could change the course of their entire life? There is compelling evidence suggesting that incorporating specific fresh human foods into a dog's diet can help them live up to 5 years longer. We are talking about 5 more years of tail wags, 5 more years of morning cuddles, fewer chronic diseases, and far fewer expensive emergency vet visits. Here is the scary truth that we need to face. Most dog owners already have these superfoods sitting in their refrigerators or pantries right now. Yet, because of misinformation or fear, they stick strictly to dry kibble while their dogs silently suffer from preventable health problems like joint pain, digestive issues, and dull coats. Today, we are going to change that. We have curated the top 15 most powerful scientifically backed human foods from our list. We are going to go deep into how to prepare them, why they work, and the exact safety precautions you need to take. Let's reveal the secrets to a longer life for your best friend. Number 1, fish. Let's start with one of the most impactful additions you can make: fish. Here is what cartoons got mostly wrong about dogs and fish. We often associate fish with cats, but for dogs, it is a nutritional game-share. While dogs are natural scavengers, and fish wasn't typically their primary prey. In the wild, their bodies are perfectly adapted to utilize the nutrients found in the ocean. Serving cooked salmon, tuna, or sardines once a week can transform your dog's health in ways you can actually see with your own eyes. The magic ingredient here is omega-3 fatty acids. These aren't just fats. They are anti-inflammatory powerhouses. When you feed your dog fish, these fatty acids work to reduce inflammation in the joints, which is crucial for preventing arthritis as they age. Furthermore, they support the immune system and are directly responsible for making a dog's coat incredibly shiny and soft. If your dog has dry, itchy skin, fish is often the cure. However, there is a massive difference between helpful and harmful, and it comes down to preparation. You must never feed raw salmon or trout to your dog. Raw fish from the Pacific Northwest can contain parasites like flukes that carry a specific bacteria causing salmon poisoning disease. This isn't just a tummy ache. It can be fatal to dogs within days if untreated. The solution is simple: heat. You must cook the fish to an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit to kill any parasites and bacteria. Whether you bake it, steam it, or poach it, ensure it is cooked through. Then you must be meticulous about the bones. Small fish bones are sharp and can puncture the stomach or throat. Carefully remove every single bone. If you do this, you turn a potential problem into a powerful health boost. One small portion weekly is all it takes to see the difference. Number 2, eggs. Next, let's look at a breakfast staple: eggs. Eggs are widely considered one of nature's most complete proteins. They boast 100% biological value, meaning your dog can digest and use the protein in eggs more efficiently than almost any other food source. But just like with fish, preparation is the key to safety. You might have seen people cracking raw eggs over dog food, but science suggests a safer path. Raw egg whites contain an enzyme called avidin. When consumed in large quantities over time, avidin binds to biotin, also known as vitamin B7, in your dog's body and prevents absorption. This can lead to a biotin deficiency, which results in poor coat quality, skin lesions, and other metabolic issues. Additionally, raw eggs carry a risk of salmonella, which can make both your dog and your human family sick. The simple solution is to cook the eggs completely. A plain scrambled or hard-boiled egg once a week provides high-quality protein that rivals the most expensive premium dog food on the market. It is soft, easy to digest, and excellent for dogs recovering from an illness or senior dogs who have trouble chewing. Just remember to skip the butter, salt, pepper, or milk. This humble breakfast food becomes a nutritional powerhouse for your dog when prepared simply and correctly. Number 3, meat. It seems obvious, but we have to talk about meat. Dogs are omnivores with a strong carnivorous bias, meaning that while they can eat plants, meat isn't just food. It's essential for thriving. beef, chicken, and turkey act as the building blocks for your dog's body, providing the essential amino acids and animal protein needed to build strong muscles and maintain high energy levels. The most important part of feeding meat is once again safety and preparation. The raw feeding trend is popular, but for the average owner, cooking meat thoroughly is the safest way to eliminate dangerous pathogens like Salmonella, Listeria, and E. coli. Boiling, baking, or grilling works perfectly. However, you must avoid frying the meat. Fried foods add unnecessary oils and fats that dogs cannot handle. A sudden intake of high fat can trigger a condition called pancreatitis, which is an intensely painful and dangerous inflammation of the pancreas. Furthermore, never add seasonings. What tastes good to us can be deadly to them. Garlic and onion in any form, powder, raw or cooked, are toxic to dogs and damage their red blood cells. And please remove all cooked bones. Unlike raw bones, cooked bones become brittle and glass-like. They can splinter and puncture the digestive tract, leading to emergency surgery. Plain, well-cooked, lean meat without bones or skin is hands down one of the healthiest treats you can offer. Number 4, bone broth. Now, let's discuss a winter wellness secret that many holistic veterinarians use for their own dogs. Homemade bone broth. This isn't the soup you buy in a can. This is liquid gold for your dog's joints. When you take chicken, beef, or turkey bones and simmer them in water with a little apple cider vinegar for 12 to 24 hours, something magical happens. The connective tissue breaks down and the liquid becomes rich in collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin. These are the exact same compounds found in expensive joint supplements. This is especially helpful for senior dogs who are stiff in the mornings or large breeds like German Shepherds and Labradors who are prone to hip dysplasia. A few tablespoons of warm broth daily keeps dogs hydrated, which is vital since they often drink less water in the winter and provides joint support naturally. The critical difference here is that you really should make it yourself. Store-bought stocks and broths almost always contain onion, garlic, and massive amounts of sodium that are unsafe for dogs. When you make it at home, you control the ingredients. A great tip is to freeze your homemade broth in ice cube trays. You can warm 1 cube daily and pour it over their kibble. It adds moisture, flavor, and nutrition in one easy step. Number 5, pumpkin. Moving on to the ultimate tummy soother, pumpkin. Plain pumpkin puree is remarkably effective for canine digestive health. So much so that many veterinarians recommend trying it before prescribing medications for minor tummy troubles. It works like a miracle because it helps with two opposite problems, constipation and diarrhea. How is that possible? It comes down to soluble fiber. The fiber in pumpkin absorbs excess water in the gut, which helps stop diarrhea. Simultaneously, that same fiber creates bulk and stimulates the colon, helping to relieve constipation. It is one of those rare foods that naturally balances digestive function. 1 to 2 tablespoons mixed into food can settle an upset stomach quickly. But you have to be very careful at the grocery store. You must buy pure 100% pumpkin puree. Do not buy pumpkin pie filling. Pie filling is loaded with sugar and often contains spices like nutmeg, which is toxic to dogs, and potentially xylitol, which is fatal. Pumpkin costs very little, tastes delicious to dogs, and works within hours. It is a simple, natural solution that supports digestive health without the need for expensive pharmaceutical treatments. Number 6, blueberries. Let's talk about a superfood that is small but mighty: blueberries. These little berries are often called a brain food for dogs. They are packed with phytochemicals and anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that give the berries their deep blue color. Why does this matter for your dog? These antioxidants fight oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress is essentially the biological rusting of cells, which leads to aging and disease. Research suggests that the antioxidants in blueberries can cross the blood-brain barrier and may help reduce brain aging in senior dogs, fighting off a condition known as canine cognitive dysfunction, which is similar to dementia in humans. A small handful of blueberries makes a perfect training treat because they are low in calories and high in reward. Unlike many other fruits, they are lower in sugar. A fantastic tip for hot days is to freeze them. A frozen blueberry is a crunchy, cooling summer snack that dogs love to catch in the air. At a fraction of the cost of cognitive support supplements, blueberries offer the same antioxidant compounds naturally. Number 7. Carrots. If you are looking for a treat that does double duty, look no further than carrots. Carrots offer dogs a trifecta of benefits: beta-carotene for vision, health, magnesium for strong bones, and fiber for digestion. All in a remarkably low-calorie package. But the real benefit of raw carrots is mechanical. The texture of a raw carrot is hard and crunchy. As your dog chews on it, the carrot acts as a natural abrasive, scraping plaque and tartar off the surface of their teeth. It's like a tasty toothbrush. The common mistake to avoid is serving whole large carrots to small dogs or dogs who gulp their food, as this can be a choking hazard. The safe way is to cut them into bite-sized rounds or sticks appropriate for your dog's size. While steaming them slightly makes the nutrients more bioavailable, meaning the body absorbs them easier, many dogs prefer the raw crunch. At pennies per serving, carrots beat commercial dental treats that often contain artificial fillers and preservatives. It's an easy, budget-friendly way to add variety to their diet. Number 8. Plain yogurt. This next food surprises many people: plain yogurt. You might have heard that dogs shouldn't have milk, and it is true that many dogs are lactose intolerant. However, plain unsweetened yogurt can actually help dog digestion. Here is why: yogurt contains live active cultures, also known as probiotics. These are the good bacteria that live in the gut. By adding a small amount of yogurt to your dog's diet, you are helping to populate their digestive tract with healthy flora, which can boost immunity and help nutrient absorption. Serving 1 teaspoon to a tablespoon, depending on the size of your dog, twice weekly, is a great routine. Greek yogurt is the best choice because the straining process removes much of the lactose, making it safer for dogs with sensitive stomachs. However, there is a massive warning here. You must never feed your dog flavored yogurt or diet yogurt. Many diet yogurts contain an artificial sweetener called xylitol, sometimes listed as birch sugar. Xylitol is highly toxic to dogs. Even a tiny amount can cause a rapid drop in blood sugar and liver failure. Always check the ingredient label to ensure it contains only milk and live cultures. Number 9. Green beans. If your dog has packed on a few extra pounds, this next food is a veterinary secret weapon: green beans. Plain steamed green beans are the holy grail for weight management in dogs. They are incredibly low in calories but full of fiber and vitamins like vitamin K and C. Because of the high fiber and water content, they promote a feeling of fullness. If your vet has told you your dog needs to lose weight, you can replace a portion of their high-calorie kibble with green beans. Your dog will still feel full and satisfied because the bowl looks full, but they will be consuming far fewer calories. Always use fresh or frozen green beans. Avoid canned green beans unless they are labeled no salt added, as regular canned vegetables contain sodium levels that are dangerous for dogs. You can steam them until soft or serve them frozen for a crunchy treat. They are nature's perfect diet food and help maintain a healthy weight effortlessly. Number 10. Liver. Now, let's talk about a high-value nutrient bomb: liver. Whether it is chicken or beef, liver organ meats are incredibly nutrient-dense. In the wild, the liver is one of the first things a predator eats because it is packed with nutrition. Liver contains concentrated vitamin A and iron along with B vitamins that powerfully support immune function and energy levels. It is so potent that a piece the size of your thumbnail provided once a week can give a nutrient boost that commercial treats simply can't match. However, liver is a food where more is definitely not better. Because it is so rich in vitamin A, feeding too much can cause vitamin A toxicity, which can lead to bone issues and other health problems over time. Never exceed 1 ounce weekly for a medium-sized dog. Also, always cook the liver thoroughly to eliminate parasites. When used appropriately and in moderation, liver is a high-value reward that many professional trainers swear by to get a dog's attention. Number 11. Rice. We can't have a list of essential foods without mentioning rice. Plain white rice is a staple in every veterinarian's toolkit for managing diarrhea and stomach upset. When your dog has an upset tummy, they need energy. That is incredibly easy to digest. White rice is pure, easily digestible carbohydrate energy. The soluble fiber in the rice helps to absorb water in the gut and bind loose stool, calming the digestive tract, usually within hours. The recipe for a sick day is simple. Cook the white rice until it is very soft, even a little mushy. Mix it with a bit of boiled shredded chicken breast. This bland diet allows the gut to rest and recover. It is important to note that while rice is useful medically, it shouldn't replace their regular diet long-term unless advised by a vet, as it lacks other nutrients. Also, stick to white rice for sick days. Brown rice has the hull intact, which is harder to digest and can irritate an already sensitive stomach. Number 12, apple slices. For a sweet, crunchy treat, apple slices are fantastic. Apple flesh is low in calories, high in fiber, and contains vitamin C and vitamin A, supporting immune function and skin health. The mechanical action of chewing the crisp flesh also helps to freshen their breath. The critical step with apples is the preparation. You must core the apple completely and remove every single seed. Apple seeds contain a compound called amidalin, which releases cyanide when chewed and digested. While a couple of seeds likely won't cause serious harm to a large dog, the toxin can accumulate, so why risk it? Simply remove the core and the seeds, but leave the skin on, as that is where much of the fiber and vitamins live. It is a fantastic low-fat treat for overweight dogs who have a sweet tooth but need to stay away from fatty biscuits. Number 13, oatmeal. For dogs that need a little extra fiber, oatmeal is an excellent choice. It is a great source of soluble fiber, which is especially beneficial for older dogs who may have trouble maintaining bowel regularity. It also delivers B vitamins and linoleic acid, an omega-6 fatty acid that keeps skin strong and healthy. When you serve oatmeal to your dog, you must cook it with plain water, never milk, which can cause stomach upset. And crucially, do not add sugar, butter, or toppings like raisins. Remember, grapes and raisins are toxic to dogs and can cause kidney failure. Serve the oatmeal plain and lukewarm. 1 tablespoon mixed into their food once or twice a week is enough to support digestive health. Just remember that oatmeal is a carbohydrate, so portion control is key to preventing weight gain. Number 14, bananas. If you have an active dog, bananas can be a great energy booster. Bananas are loaded with potassium, which supports heart rhythm and muscle function as well as vitamin B6 and vitamin C. They are technically safe and very healthy. But there is a catch. Sugar. Bananas have a high natural sugar content. This means they should be treated as a dessert, not a meal. A few slices once a week as a special treat is fine for most dogs. If you feed them too frequently, the sugar can contribute to weight gain and dental issues. Also, if your dog has diabetes, you should skip bananas entirely. But for healthy, active dogs, occasional small portions won't cause harm and can be a high-reward training treat. Mash a little bit into a toy or freeze a slice for a sweet reward, but keep this one in the occasional category. Number 15, watermelon. Finally, let's end with the ultimate summer treat, watermelon. Watermelon is 92% water, making it an excellent hydration tool during hot weather or after long walks. For dogs who pant heavily and struggle to cool down, cubes of chilled seedless watermelon can help lower their body temperature and rehydrate them quickly. It also contains vitamins A, B6, and C. Safety is paramount here. You must remove all seeds as they can cause intestinal blockage in smaller dogs. And you must never serve the rind. The green skin and white rind are tough, indigestible, and can cause gastrointestinal upset or blockages. Serve only the pink juicy flesh in bite-sized chunks. A few cubes during a heat wave provides hydration benefits without overdoing the calories. It is a refreshing, sweet treat that serves a practical purpose. So, there you have it. You have just learned about 15 human foods that can genuinely benefit your dog when used correctly. From supporting joint health with bone broth to boosting immunity with blueberries and providing quality nutrition with eggs and fish. The golden rule with all of these is moderation and proper preparation. Introduce any new food slowly to see how your dog reacts and always cook meats and eggs thoroughly. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit subscribe for more evidence-based dog care information. We want to know who we are helping today. Drop a comment below with your dog's name so we can celebrate them. And if you know someone who shares table scraps with their dog without knowing the safety guidelines, send them this video. It might help them make better, safer choices for the dog they love. Thank you for watching, and here's to 5 more healthy years with your best friend. Welcome to Dog Facts and Fun, where every fact hides a story of love. Your dog has been desperately trying to tell you something every single day. And the exact moment you finally understand what it is, you will never look into their eyes the same way again. Most loving owners truly believe they are doing everything right. They buy the best food, provide comfortable beds, and offer endless affection. But the devastating truth is that there is a massive invisible gap between what a dog actually needs and what we humans think they need. That gap is silently destroying the profound soul-deep bond your dog is trying to build with you. Today we are going to decode the canine mind and reveal the 10 specific acts of love your dog hopes to receive from you for their entire life. Stay with me until the very end because the final point on this list is the ultimate heartbreaking climax of your relationship. If you miss it, you are missing the greatest compliment your dog will ever pay you. Let's dive in. 1. Greeting them before you do anything else. Here is a profound psychological truth that almost no one in the dog world talks about. It sounds so simple that millions of owners will brush past it. But if you change only one habit from this entire list, make it this one. The first 5 minutes of your morning dictate your dog's entire emotional reality for the rest of the day. Not their breakfast, not their morning walk. Those first 5 minutes, dogs are pack animals. That is not a cute metaphor. It is a hardwired biological truth baked into their DNA over 15,000 years of coevolution. Their brains are designed to orient entirely around a social anchor. In the wild, that anchor was the pack leader. In your living room, that anchor is you. When you wake up, roll over and immediately grab your smartphone to check your messages before you even look at your dog. You are sending a devastating signal deep into their nervous system. You are not my priority. A groundbreaking study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs who receive consistent warm social interaction from their owners the moment they wake up show measurably lower baseline cortisol stress hormone levels throughout the entire day. They are calmer, less reactive, and neurologically settled. Your dog's entire world was paused while you were asleep. You are the main event of their existence. When you acknowledge them first before the coffee, before the emails, their brain registers something that no treat can ever replicate. I matter here. Mornings set the baseline, but the moment you step outside your front door, you are likely making a mistake that quietly breaks their spirit. Point 2 is where most owners unknowingly steal their dog's joy. 2. Letting them sniff until the story is finished. How many times have you impatiently tugged the leash on a walk because your dog stopped to smell a patch of grass for the 10th time in 2 minutes? How many times have you said, "Come on, let's go," because you were in a hurry? Almost every owner has done this completely oblivious to what they just stole from their dog. Humans are visual creatures. We process the universe through our eyes. Dogs do not. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to our pitiful 6 million. The part of a dog's brain dedicated to analyzing smells is proportionally 40 times larger than ours. When your dog stops to smell a fire hydrant for 60 seconds, they are not wasting time. They are reading. They are downloading an incredibly detailed story. Which animals have been here? Were they stressed or healthy? What did they eat? How long ago did they pass by? Your neighborhood is a complex, thrilling novel your dog has been trying to finish for years. Every time you yank them away, you are violently slamming the book shut mid-sentence. A landmark study in applied animal cognition proved that dogs allowed to engage in extended unrestricted sniffing sessions during walks showed significantly higher levels of optimism in behavioral tests. 20 minutes of slow, genuine sniffing does more for your dog's mental health than an hour of mindless running. Letting them read the world changes their mind. But how they process your voice is even more miraculous. Point 3 proves they are listening closer than you think. 3. Using your calm voice as medicine. Do you talk to your dog throughout the day? Do you narrate your chores, greet them warmly when you come home, or whisper their name just because you feel like it? If you do, you are wielding a psychological superpower. A stunning 2022 MRI study from researchers in Budapest revealed one of the most remarkable discoveries in animal cognition. Dogs do not just recognize your voice. They process the emotional tone of your voice in the exact same hemisphere of the brain that humans use to process emotional.
Thing for watching and like, subscribe and share please.